Hey guys, welcome back to Two Girls, One Gay.
Hello?
Are you coming to this party tonight?
No, we're filming a podcast.
I'm Shy, we have Logan and Amia, and also Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Guys, this is our last episode of the
Season
entire
one.
of season 1, yeah. How are you guys feeling about how the season went?
Good.
Pretty good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it
so
was
much
really
fun.
fun.
It's been a roller coaster.
I mean, we started doing this because it was just like a fun thing to do. It was like
Yeah.
a little creative fulfillment project.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely something I've grown to love doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for season 2.
Oh my God, we have so many exciting things coming for season 2. I'm really excited. But starting off strong, Amia had something happen to her last night that we need
Traumatic, honestly.
we need to
Yeah.
discuss it right now.
Really sad. Okay, I guess I'm starting off the pod. My vibrator got stolen. I didn't
Can
like
we have
that.
some
Let me do it.
context?
Yeah, can we talk about it?
Okay. Okay, so went on a little date. And I'm starting over. I went on a date with my boyfriend last night. Okay, this is what happened. And typically, you know, I like to get my little sleepover bag ready, just throw my clothes in for the next day. Since I was going on a date, you know, we were thinking of having a sexy time.
Sexy
course.
time after date.
He
Well, it's also y'all's anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.5 years.
hmm
Woo!
Yikes.
Oh, it was a half.
So-
It was a half anniversary.
Well, we do one every month.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
We just celebrate every month. We're like, we did it, another month.
Really pulled through.
Trucking along.
Chugging along.
Anyways, the point is that I got all my stuff together and he bought me this really nice lingerie set. I'm just like annoyed because it was so fucking cute and I didn't even get to wear it yet. It was like $100 set. And so he bought it for me. And then, you know, I have like my toys that I brought over and I left it in the car. Obviously, that was like really stupid. We were like, oh, should we valet? Or there's a spot right here. And we were like,
Mhm.
$20 valet, that's just too much. Valet in LA, too much. Let's just park on the street. We park on the street, come back from dinner. The windows are smashed in. And we're like, what the fuck? Oh my God, someone broke into the car.
Also,
They
you got-
probably-
you got a brand new car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
he
was
got a brand new car.
Tesla, yeah.
And so 2 of the windows were smashed in. We're like freaking out. We're like, what did they take? Like, I'm thinking about all the things that maybe I left. Like, oh, did I leave my laptop in there?
Yeah.
Or maybe his Coach bag got stolen. Like, we're thinking of all the things that could have gotten stolen. Coach bag is still there. Cameras, $3,000 golf club, still there. The only thing that's missing is my tote bag. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what was in my tote bag? I have no idea. And I was like, okay, thank God my computer wasn't in there. Like, the vlog camera that you let me borrow, not in there. Thank God.
God, oh my God.
But then I was like, holy fuck, my favorite vibrator is in there. And I was fucking pissed because I don't think they sell that one anymore. Okay, was it my favorite or is it the most quiet?
Which one was it?
What do you mean most quiet? Like the zzz is quiet?
Was it the little rose thingy?
Rose thingy? Which
Have
one?
you been going through her drawers?
No, I just figured she'd probably have one of those.
No, the it's called, I think, Mary Jane.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Mary Jane. Sponsor this if you're listening.
That's interesting.
But yeah, honestly, I was upset about it, but it's fine. I went to sleep, couldn't do what I needed to do, which was honestly fine because we ate pasta and I just, you know, pasta and
At least you had a really good dinner.
no, it was so good. Antico Nuovo, have you ever been there?
No.
Phenomenal. Top 3.
Well, I'm not going to go after this.
Top
Well, we
3.
should go. We should go. We'll just Uber.
I'm just like pissed. I'm
Actually,
like,
we'll just valet.
Ballet.
valet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. You should have valeted.
It's just fucking annoying. I feel like being a woman these days, it's like, first it was walking alone at night, and now it's like, I can't even have a fucking vibrator.
Well, I feel like it's just like we have friends whose house was broken into. My car was broken into. Thankfully, none of my windows were smashed.
Yeah.
And they took stuff that I was going to take to Goodwill. So I'm like, have it.
Mm-hmm.
and then
Now this.
now Al's, and then our friend Zach's car was stolen too.
Oh my God, I saw
forgot
that.
about
It's like rampant.
It's getting okay. It always
Yeah.
gets worse this time of year. That's why like I'm really careful with like walking my dogs and stuff because people will like hold you at gunpoint and like especially for like French bulldogs.
Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
I heard a story about Lady Gaga's.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that was crazy.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
It was
like,
the dog walker got.
Oh yeah, it was the dog walker.
It was
Yeah, that's right.
what happened? They got robbed or something.
they got held
while-
at gunpoint.
Oh
They were
yeah,
held at gunpoint.
and they took
yeah.
the dogs, right?
But that happens so much, especially in like the West Hollywood area, because that's where I used to live.
Yeah.
I would just get like notifications all the time about dogs.
And there's lots of French bulldogs around there.
I know.
You
You
need
know
to
the
get
gays
Sally.
love a French bulldog.
You guys need to get Sally a gun.
We're gonna get Sally a bedazzled taser for Christmas. And Clover.
Cute.
In case anyone approaches.
Well, I mean, gun versus taser.
We can get a taser gun. That's fun.
Yeah.
You can shoot those pretty far actually now.
Yeah, you can. But I'm just thinking by the time that thing gets there, they can. That doesn't matter. Speaking of the holidays,
Yeah.
we wanted to kind of talk about this time of year is either the most exciting time of the year for people or it's the most stressful. I know
Mhm.
my family, I come from a family who doesn't necessarily celebrate the holidays all that much. And I think when I was younger, that was because my mom always felt so much pressure
Mhm.
to get Christmas gifts and to like, you know, like invite everyone over. And I come from like somewhat of like a toxic family with my grandparents and stuff. Like to invite my grandparents over and like cooking. And I just remember being young, like my mom would like cry every Christmas just because she was like so stressed out. And I'm like, well, I always told her, I was like, you don't have to get me anything, like all of that. But she just felt like the pressure of the holiday. And I feel like a lot of families feel that like you have to buy everybody a Christmas gift, like kids, like friends, like all that stuff, which can be like really frustrating. But on the other hand, like everybody loves this time of year because it's supposed to be time you spend with your family. It's supposed to be joyful. So
Mhm.
we kind of wanted to like dissect that and talk about the ups and downs of the holiday and going home.
Mhm. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a stressful time, but I feel as if I've learned how to maneuver around that because it's been stressful kind of all my life. Because obviously, I've talked about it, but like my parents are divorced. There's so many people to see when I go home that it just feels like I have to make time to see everyone,
Yeah.
and it's almost impossible to do.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's just like there's people that the main thing that I want to do when I go home is see my nieces and nephews and like just all the kids because I want them to be able to like put a face to a name, I guess, since
Yeah.
I'm only really ever going home now like once a year, which sucks. Like I would like that to change. So hopefully next year I will go home a little bit more often, but it's just hard to do that with
Yeah.
work and just different things that we do on a day-to-day basis. It's hard to go home and schedule the time to go home for, you know, an extended period of time. Because if I go home, I'm trying to go home for more than a week usually. But I feel like when it comes to, I'm the youngest of 11 kids, so I have a lot of siblings. And with that, I have a lot of nieces and nephews now. I think it's like 14 to 16 of them at this point, which is
Jesus.
crazy,
That's
but also
insane.
amazing at the same
Yeah.
time. I love it. But, you know, it's hard to buy everyone a gift. And
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of set boundaries as a family. It's like, just buy the kids gifts. Like, don't even
Yeah.
like worry too much about like buying your siblings gifts or anything like that. But we do one thing I love doing is a white elephant or a secret Santa that we usually do.
Yeah.
And we set like a little price range.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's
like
always
up to
good.
$20 or something
Yeah.
like that. So,
Mhm.
but it's like every single time it's like a fun little
Yeah.
gag gift, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know how hard it is for people to deal during the holidays because you know sometimes you're like people have passed away, like sometimes it's your family separated, maybe you're not on the best terms with your family.
Mhm.
Some people don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, some people don't have anywhere to go at all, and I think it's very nuanced because I feel as if all over social media you just see perfect families with like perfect houses and perfect decorations and everybody's getting everything on their Christmas list
Yeah.
and shit like that, and that's just not how the majority of people are spending their Christmas. So just keep that in mind.
I'm honestly so glad that like when I was in high school and middle school, I did not grow up with like a strong social media foundation or even TikTok,
Mhm.
because every year for TikTok, and I have done really well for myself, and I get myself like pretty nice, expensive like Christmas gifts, and my family too. But I always see these girls on TikTok and they just show everything they got, and they're like standing in their mansion with their family, and it's like, you know, 5 like gorgeous like sisters, and they're like, we got this Prada person, we got this YSL person, we got these Uggs. And like if I saw that when I was in high school, like how little my family had, I would have been jealous and insecure, and like I would have felt like, because I had no understanding of money, like, oh, why can't my parents do that, you know?
Yeah.
Which is so unfair to like families, but like social media makes Christmas and the holidays so much harder.
Totally.
Yeah.
And think about how difficult it is on parents these days.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, especially since we're like about to go into a recession or a Great Depression is what people are saying.
Oh,
It's like, well,
yeah.
I mean, the
that's-
cost is so ridiculous now. Like everything's so expensive.
Mhm. Yeah, my parents have a cap on what they spend for each kid. Like, they have to. Or
Yeah,
else they'd
11.
be spending like
11 kids.
they'd be spending like thousands and thousands of dollars each year.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can afford that, then that's amazing. Go off, give your kids the best. If I could afford that, my kids would be decked out for Christmas.
Yeah.
Obviously there would be like some baseline, but because I'm not trying to just spoil my kids rotten during Christmas time, but like they'll get like maybe 2 big gifts and like 1 like stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
Honestly, stocking stuffers are my favorite part of Christmas. I love stocking stuffers.
do you guys think you'll do the Santa thing? Like
What do
tell
you
your kids that Santa's.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've
like,
met some people, they're like, absolutely not. Like they're going to know that I worked hard for this.
no, I think that's part of like, I think that is taking away a part of a kid's childhood if you do that.
Yeah, there's so much like wonderment and cheer in thinking, because I remember when I was
It's magical.
Yeah, when I was really, really small, and my parents were like, we had a little bit more money when I was like really young in elementary school. My dad used to tie like, we lived in a house that had a door to the fireplace,
Mhm.
and of course Santa comes down the chimney, out the fireplace, whatever. So I would sleep in the living room, and my dad would tie a string to my big toe and to the door of the fireplace. He was like, okay, so when he opens, you're gonna know and you're gonna catch him, and like he would play it really big like every single year. But obviously I would fall dead asleep, and my dad would just like untie the string, and then
That's
I'd
so cute.
wake up and I'd be like, I miss Santa again. I'm pissed.
God damn it.
Year 5.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe it.
Well, and now they have those Elf on the Shelf things.
Oh.
Have y'all seen those?
Yeah, right.
They're so cute.
supposed
It's
to,
like-
watch you.
Yeah, so it starts, I think, the beginning of December, or right after Thanksgiving is when my sister and my brother put it up. And you can't touch the elf or else it'll lose its magic. And every night it goes back to the North Pole. It flies back to the North Pole and like reports to Santa how your behavior's been and all that kind of stuff.
Cute.
But they always cause kind of a ruckus. And every time it comes back in the morning, it's changed position. So like,
Oh, yeah.
at this point, my brother and sister-in-law have had to figure out very creative ways of where are we going to put it this year,
Yeah.
because they've done everything.
Mhm.
But it always causes some sort of like disaster in the kitchen. There's like flour everywhere or like just random shit everywhere. They'll leave notes or like they'll draw on the kids' faces like while they're sleeping and stuff like that. I just saw that on
That's
TikTok. It
cute.
was
That's
so cute.
funny.
That's fun.
But it just like adds this different level of excitement to
Yeah.
Christmas. And also I feel like I wonder if parents have like an easier time handling their kids during Christmas, because they're like, if you
That's what I would do.
fuck up,
If you fuck up-
Christmas ain't coming.
Yeah, Santa's not going to give you that present that you want if you're
Yeah.
naughty.
And we always say like, we have Santa on
We have
speed dial.
Oh my god, my mom would do that. We have Santa on the phone right now. She'd be like, I'm telling him what you
Yeah.
did.
There's literally like this app, or not app, it's like this site that you can go to. We'd look at when we were young
Mm-hmm.
to see where Santa was at.
It's like a Santa tracker.
He'd be like in Asia, and they'd be like, you gotta go to sleep. He's on his way. I'm like,
He's-
God, he's in Asia right now. What the hell? He's quick.
I don't know remember where we were, but we saw an elf on the shelf and it was bald and you took a picture of it like, Logan.
Oh my God.
You're like, Logan, you're here. Do you remember where we were?
I don't remember. Faintly, I remember that.
It was like a little, I was sitting in the plant and I just see it and it looks like a baby, but it's like a full grown elf, but it doesn't have hair. And it's like an elf on the shelf. And she's like,
That's cute.
Logan's with us.
Oh, we were in Florida.
We were.
Yeah.
Oh, and you saw a Zach Bryan t-shirt too. And you're like, oh, look.
I
yeah.
did. It said, what did it say?
Almost Friday.
Almost Friday. Yeah.
That is the number one person that I'm compared to.
You look just like him. It's weird.
It's
like even
very
the
strange.
facial hair.
Well, if I have a hat on, I look more like him because
Yeah.
he's not bald. But
Yeah.
the face definitely looks. I don't think all the time, but on one of his album covers, somebody sent it to me, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I think it's the newest one. Yeah.
Yeah, but could be worse.
I get compared to.
He's cute.
No, yeah.
He actually is cute.
Yeah, he's super cute. I think you guys are. I think you guys are the same height too. I think
Maybe.
he's like 5'9", 5'10".
He's dating what's her name?
Brianna Chicken Fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a slay couple.
It is a slay couple.
I feel
like
like
her.
they would be really fun to hang out with.
I think she's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. She's on BFF's
Podcast.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always get her and somebody else. For some reason, I always get her and Hannah Berner confused.
Really? I don't think they look alike.
No, but I just didn't. I think now I can separate them pretty easily, but Hannah Berner's hilarious. And I just kind of like went down a rabbit hole of her because she was on Call Her Daddy's tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I can separate them. But before I was
You're thinking they're the
was like,
same
"Is
person?
that- they're the same person. But she's married. Hannah Berner is.
Isn't she pregnant?
Is she?
I think she is.
Cute. Her
I mean,
husband's hot and he's like
sorry,
older.
Hannah
So I'm
Berner,
like,
if you're
maybe
not,
I should
but-
like marry a hot older man.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
What?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just smiling.
Okay.
That's what Amia does all the time. She's just like, yeah.
I'm like,
That's okay. Well,
Anyways, should we get to
yeah.
drawing from the bowls? Oh my God, Amia. Is that what you want to start?
we can
with?
start. We can go back and forth.
Okay. If you guys are new to the podcast,
Why are you starting with this episode?
for real, but we have two bowls in front of us. One is wholesome, one is unhinged that we always draw from for topics of discussion. Unhinged is obviously sex, dick, pussy, all that crazy stuff. And then wholesome is obviously like deeper random questions. Wow, the echo. Love it.
Random. What's the biggest green flag in a man?
Consistency.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Also, I guess maybe what? You look like you're
Side
in a
note,
rough.
Sally, my assistant, is bleeding out of her asshole.
She had never.
Wait, I want to hear the story.
Is this from anal?
Yes. She texted me earlier.
I thought
She
you
goes-
had an illness.
No, she texted me earlier.
Oh, you have a hemorrhoid. I just talked about this.
Amia, you sound so excited. Oh, you have a hemorrhoid.
You need to be careful because you might get a hemorrhoid. Actually.
She just said she has one.
Oh, you have one? Oh, you actually have one. I've never had one, but I fear getting them, and I have medicine for it, so I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Why do you
Hemorrhoids
just
remind
have
me-
regular sex?
She loves a all-encompassing sexual experience.
You guys
That's a great
know
way to
that
put it.
that SpongeBob episode of Kevin when he gets his lips stung?
I was like,
a
there was no
million
anal
times.
sex in that.
No. No, the one where he gets stung on his lips and his lips are like this. That's
What a
literally.
hemorrhoid looks like?
Yeah.
Nor.
Any-
That is crazy. What were we talking about?
Green flags in a man.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say consistency.
Mm.
And I also do, I guess it's a form of love language, but acts of service in a way.
Yeah.
When you're first dating, I think is a great green flag. Like, Actually, no, I take that back. I think just remembering things that you've said
That's cute.
and talked about,
Yeah.
maybe even from a first date, I feel like that's something I'm kind of good at. Is like
Mhm.
I can go back to that and remember, oh, like
Mhm.
that person did this. Like maybe this is a cute little gift at some point that I could get them.
Yeah.
Just thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Accountability. So hot when a man takes accountability. When you're like, this really bothered me, and they don't do that thing where they're like, oh, but like I did it because, or oh, but you understand like why I did. It's like you don't
No.
have to like explain like this hurt me and I need you to validate my feelings and
Yeah.
tell me that you'll fix it. And then when they do fix it, you're like, hot. And honestly, that happened to you recently, I feel like.
Huh? Oh, more on like oh, or here's from. Yeah, but this
No, you
guy.
don't.
Yeah. I was just like, hey, like you're like not respecting my time. And he was like, you're right, I'm so sorry. But I fucking hate him.
Sorry.
But
But accountability, that's my answer.
fine. It's fine. We're moving on. We're moving up.
What would your green flag be?
My green flags in a man initially would be, so I have a lot of pets, and so when I tell him that I have 3 dogs and 2 cats, I want him, if I see any sort of like oof or like ooh or like
Like a Zach response?
yeah, literally, I would be like, oh, I don't like that immediately. If he's not like, when I say I have 5 pets, if he's not like, oh my god, that's awesome, like I would love to have 5 pets,
Yeah.
then it's immediately a turn off and I probably won't talk to you again.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, it would be, I mean, physically, green flag for me is height. Because I'm a tall girl and I love them real tall.
That's not a green flag.
It's a
That's
green
just,
flag. That's a
Is it?
Preference.
Yeah, that's a preference.
I want to climb them like a tree.
God.
Um,
Right.
Let me think of another.
What about green
Communication.
flags for
Communication.
friends? Because I feel like that's also interesting. Like when you like meet someone, you're like, what makes me drawn to this person? Because
Mhm.
you know, you don't owe the other person anything sexually, or like you're not trying to get anything out of them. It's not like we're like going to be partners for life. But like, what is like a green flag in like a friendship that maybe you meet someone, you're like, I want this person to be in my life.
It's crazy with all my friends. I feel like I don't realize, like with us 3, I don't realize how close we are until we're like in the thick of it. Like I don't even know how we got to this point. It kind of just like
Yeah.
happened.
But that in and of itself, I think, is a green flag.
Yeah.
That's happened to me with all of my best friends. Like we just realized one day we're like, we spend all of our time together
Yeah.
and we're best friends, but we don't even remember like a starting point of it.
Yeah. I think just being like a really understanding person to your best friend, because I did this like when I started to learn boundaries, because growing up I had no boundaries. All my friends walked all over me, and then I learned what boundaries were, and I immediately, when I had a friend and she did something wrong, I would immediately cut her off. And I realized that like that was probably very toxic of me, because I went from like not having boundaries to like going to the extreme with my boundaries. And so now I'm more of like at an understanding place when like if one of my friends does something that like maybe I don't agree with, or we have different opinions on whatever, that doesn't mean it's the ending of a friendship. And I think like a mutual understanding of each other and where you're both at is a green flag, because you don't have to like we're all very different backgrounds, like how we grew up and everything, but we all love each other very much, and we're just understanding of each other in like where we are in life.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I definitely agree with that. Do you guys think that friendships are more important than relationships?
I don't think one is more important than the other, but I will say that like now being older, it's like I need like my friends. Like I need my friends around me. Like I need like something other than my boyfriend, you know?
Because who's going to be there for you if, you know?
But not even that. It's just like it's a different feeling having someone that's like you're really, really close to.
A different fulfillment, yeah.
Yeah, it's just you talk about different things. Like it's a different sort of love.
It is, yeah.
It feels so much more, I hate to say it, unconditional. because
yeah.
you don't owe that person. It's like, we're not going to.
Like we're choosing.
Yeah.
To be here every single. There's no commitment. There's no we're not
There's
getting
no exchange of
sexual
sex.
or
Yeah.
anything. Like we're strictly like in it for the long haul.
Totally.
Yeah.
I agree. But I also wonder if that's because I haven't met my like partner yet. Because I ideally would be with somebody who is also becomes best friends with my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can all
He's
like,
got to pass a lot of tests.
well,
I have found, because I've been in like so many draining, sucky relationships with men that like the only real unconditional love I have felt is from my friendships.
Mm.
Like the only understanding, love, commitment I have felt is from my female or male friendships.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I haven't met my person yet either, but I don't think even when I do, I've never been that girl to where like I will just hang out with my boyfriend. I've always had like one really close friend while also being in a relationship. And I've always been pretty like conscious of splitting the time and also like wanting my boyfriend. Like that's another green flag for me too, because my ex only got along with a certain type of people, like one side of my friend group, like more of like our like before you guys were friends, I had two separate friends. I had your side of the friendship and I had your side of the friendship. And he only got really along with like Logan and his side of the friendship and all of our friends over there, and didn't really like our acting friends and didn't mesh well with them.
Yeah.
And that's something I do want in my future partners. I want him to be able to be friends with all types of people because I think that's important.
Yeah.
he needs to be adaptable.
Yeah. And I'm literally friends with, I have so many different like friends. Like none of my one friends are the same.
Yeah.
But also it's like, if you can't be friends with Amia, you're like, something's
Not
wrong
that
with
he
you.
wasn't friends with Amia specifically. It was Amia and her boyfriend, but it was like, because I had my work friend group and I had my acting friend group.
Yeah.
And it was like the other people in my acting friend group. He was just like, oh, like, I don't get along with those people. I'm like, but he wants to be a model, a creator, a photographer. They're all creative people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get along with them. I get along with you. You should get along with them. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just said that because I mean, like, you're a very easy person to be friends with.
Don't make her do the face.
Y'all,
Stop.
I need to get Botox. Do you see this?
Oh.
Look, there's like a one wrinkle right here.
Oh my God.
I guess I'm smirking all the time. I'm always going like this.
I for Christmas.
I have,
Did you ask for Botox?
I look
for
like I have
Christmas?
Bell's palsy.
No, but I might actually.
What are you
My
guys-
mom's not gonna let me. She's not gonna be like, yeah, I can't be like, Mom, I want Botox for Christmas. I would have to be like, can I just have money for Christmas?
and then spend it on Botox.
Spend it on Botox.
That sounds so weird. What do you want for Christmas?
Also Botox.
Me and her are gonna go together. Except I want jaw filler, but I don't.
Yeah.
I know I don't need it. I have a jawline, but for some reason, sometimes I'll see a picture of myself and be like, why does my face look like it's just a triangle? You know?
I think you look pretty snatched.
It's just very oval. And I want it to be a little more like, I just want it right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
I asked my mom for books for Christmas.
That's cute.
I want a couple books in a bookshelf
That's
Aw.
cute.
in my room. Yeah.
That's
I like
so
that.
Sweet.
While you guys are off
You have a
getting
book?
Did you
injected.
wait, do you?
I'm kidding. I'm
You can't
reading.
even say shit.
Oh.
Okay. Disclosure. I have had. Do we need to go through everything? I've had a boob job, a nose job, filler, and Botox. But I still look relatively same.
No, you literally, it looks very natural.
Yes, that's the whole goal of getting work done. Don't overdo it. You don't need it. Everyone's beautiful. But if you want to feel more confident in yourself, just get little tad bits here and there. Whatever is going to make you feel your best. But don't overdo it because then you'll regret it. So many people regret it when they overdo it.
That's the one thing I'm very scared of. It does freak me out. I've had, it wasn't even it was like pre-Botox in my forehead.
Oh. Well, like preventative.
I think it's called Dysport.
Oh, okay.
And they usually do it. That's usually what they'll say, like for guys to do if you want a more natural look. But obviously, since I'm bald, my forehead is, I have like a 10.
Your forehead's your whole head.
My forehead is my whole head. Anyways, so it like literally didn't work. It worked for like maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean it didn't work?
It like I never had it to where I could go like this and there were no wrinkles. Like I could
Oh.
like fully still see wrinkles, and I'm like, that was a waste of $300.
Damn.
But also I'm like,
That sucks.
Just get Botox.
yeah, I just need like full Botox.
And it's like a little needle. It's not painful. It's fine.
And you also know one thing that I've
Here.
kind of become slightly insecure about, which I never thought I would.
What?
Because I always liked them, is crow's feet. Because when I smile really
Yeah.
big.
Mm.
So I have like these now, but when I think I just realized in the mirror when I was like doing like my skincare and stuff the other morning, I was like, whoa, what the hell?
Like
just,
they're still there after you smile.
they're becoming very prominent.
I see.
But I think I want
What if you smile now and you're like,
yeah, that's one thing. That's the
Stop
thing. That's what I
looking
don't want to
eat.
happen though.
Stop.
That's what I'm scared about. I don't want that to happen.
yeah.
No, that's the
feel
point of not overdoing it.
Okay. Yeah.
I go back and forth of what I want to do. I fight myself every day.
I
Have
think
y'all seen people put Botox in their actual like lip injections, but they put them in their lip, but it's
Yeah.
Botox, not
yeah,
filler,
yeah.
and it just makes your lip.
It helps it so like I have a problem with one side of my lip like falling really flat, so I put Botox here to help like stick the lip like up. I have filler, but like it helps because like once like I was born with like kind of a cleft lip and like I had to have like a surgery and everything like that. But one side of my lip like really goes in
Mhm.
and the other one doesn't. So the Botox just helps it kind of like stick like right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Look at me. You literally can't tell.
Well, because you used to be able to tell, like, I actually, on Snapchat, they do, like, flashback to 4 years ago
Mhm.
or however. I was looking and, oh, my God, like, senior in high school, freshman in college, this full lip, this no lip. It was all skin. I was like, I can't believe I look like that. And that's when I was my most confident. I was walking around like nobody can fucking touch me. And I was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe I look like that. And I was like, I am the hottest fucking thing on this earth. That was
Mhm.
crazy.
I've seen photos of you. You're so cute. You're gorge.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
literally looks as if you just grew up.
Yeah, as I matured, which is how it should be.
It looks like you got richer. Which
You know what? You're not ugly. You're just poor.
exactly. Nobody's ugly.
They're just
You're just
poor.
broke.
Nobody's ugly. You're
Yeah.
just broke. That's true.
It's okay.
It's
It's
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
You're not the only one.
No.
Shall we? pick another?
Unhinged. Let's do unhinged.
Go ahead. I picked this one already.
I don't like drawing.
This is fun.
Sleigh bells ring.
Have y'all ever seen Santa Claus
No.
with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
And he like has a microphone in the ball.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
He's like, Houston, we have a problem.
Cute.
Stop playing with your balls. Ball.
Just like to squeeze him. It's like a stress ball.
And that's why you're gay.
I love balls.
Anyways, not super crazy question right now. Okay, listen to
Sorry,
me.
she said it.
Kids, they start arguing. Oh my God. I feel like a mom because every time I drive them anywhere, they start fighting and slapping each other and arguing. And I'm like,
We don't
kids,
slap. We just give.
you do.
Ow!
I barely touched you. Stop it. Hey, don't hit your mother. Anyways,
Huh? Go ahead.
this isn't a crazy question, but do you think it's okay to stay friends with someone you used to sleep with? So not just a relationship, just someone that you like fucked.
No. Unless
I feel like
girl
What? Oh,
um,
or me. Like me and a girl.
huh?
If it was me and a girl, maybe I'd stay friends with her.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I think it depends. I think if you were friends and then you started having sex, so it became friends with benefits, and then it didn't work out, and you just made the decision to stay friends,
Yeah.
and then you started dating somebody else, that's the one thing is like you just have to communicate, especially with your new partner. If you like have had sex with somebody, like we talked about before, not that we need to get back into that. But if it's somebody that you randomly hooked up with or dated for a short period of time, usually I'm not gonna like stay friends with them,
Yeah.
doesn't really serve me.
I've never been friends with someone that like I have hooked up with. Like either we're friends or we're not.
Right.
type of situation. However, if I was like we, you know how there's like always like a friend group of like 5 people, and like more than likely a couple of them have hooked up, and then like someone brings a new partner in, if that person didn't tell me like, hey, I hooked up with like my friend, but it was like a long time ago, nothing serious. But like if they never told me, I don't know why, maybe it's because I've been cheated on so much, but I would just feel so uncomfortable with it.
Same.
So I would say like, you know, unless it's like a childhood best friend and it was like a one-time thing that happened.
Yeah.
Just
One night
don't.
stands aside, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no too.
Okay.
You want to elaborate
Personally.
why?
I feel like they know.
Who?
Am I going to get stuck with the wholesome shit?
If you want to draw an unhinged, you can.
Discussion, imposter syndrome. I definitely deal with that.
I have it so bad.
I was actually thinking about this earlier too.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
No, you go ahead.
No, you can. You want to talk about it?
No, you were about to say something.
I have just, maybe it's because, you know how like people talk about in movies when they were like an ugly child and then they like had a really big glow up and then like they're not super capable of their abilities with like talking to the opposite sex or whoever you're attracted to. That's how I feel so severely, because I still feel like that like teenager who was not like the best looking girl in class, even though like I know I'm like better looking and like I take care of myself more, and like, you know, like I'm hot, like I know, but I just feel like I'm still that like ugly little high school girl who was also very awkward, and like everybody in this room knows I cannot talk to guys, especially like out in public settings. Like it doesn't happen. And that's honestly because like even if they're not what I find attractive, I still feel like, oh, they'll never go for me. And also, nobody ever comes up to me and asks me out. So like I have it in the back of my mind like, oh, they're doing that because I'm not like attractive.
No, I think they do that because you are intimidating.
See, everybody
we said
tells,
that.
But
everybody tells me
I have proof of this because when the guy was over the other day,
who?
we can bleep it out.
Oh,
boss.
Big Tall John.
Big Tall John.
Big Boy John.
Oh my God, yeah.
Big Boy John.
Big Boy John was over.
Big Boy John, right?
And yeah. And he met you for the first time. And
Yeah.
Shai was literally in, you know, shorts, like sweat shorts.
Yeah.
And a long ass t-shirt. She had her hair in a bun. And she was folding a shit ton of clothes on the couch. And he walked in and like the first thing he said when we went to watch a movie, or we went to Home State actually, and he was like, oh my God, she's like so pretty. And like I don't meet a lot of people who like literally just like look, I'm literally
Take your
I'm
breath
dead
away.
ass. He was like, I don't meet a lot of people where they're just like at their house and like folding clothes and they just look like that.
Stop.
And he said you were intimidating. So
Stop.
I know that that's how other people see you.
Yeah, I
But
remember the
think
first time.
that it's your job to disarm them. And I think that's something maybe, and this isn't a slight at you, but I think that you can become better at that.
You gotta give him a little smile. Remember? We practiced this.
Smile at everyone.
We told you that you could.
What?
We said if we were at a bar, you gotta give a guy a little smile to show him that you like him, and we made
Oh
you
my God.
practice.
I'm getting flashbacks to when we were at, what's that place? It's in Silver Lake.
Zebulon?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were at Zebulon, the 3 of us.
Uh-huh.
And this is Shai. She's just.
Being stoic.
Like, that's just her go-to state of
Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah.
She just sits like that. And I'm like, no wonder people don't come up to you. You're scary.
Yeah. Go ahead, do it.
It's like me asking you earlier, were you
no,
mad at me?
smile, I mean. Oh, see?
See, that's better, but it still looks very forced.
It's not. It's because I have filler, right?
No, you're just gotta give a little smile when you say
I am.
bye.
That was a genuine smile.
It's like me earlier. I was like, were you mad at me the last 2 days? Like,
This
Oh my God, I thought she was too.
This happens every couple of days. Listen. I'm going to tell it to you guys right now. I was going to have this conversation off the pod, but I'm going to tell it to you guys. Obviously, everybody knows about my mental disorder. I get so overstimulated to the point where like it's painful for me to interact or speak.
Mhm.
I have never been mad at anybody in this room ever. Like I've never been like, "Oh my god, this person really pissed me off." Never. But like if I get so overstimulated, whether it's from you guys or noise or lights or the dogs or my shirt just not being properly placed on my shoulders, that
Mhm.
like overstimulates me. Like I literally like shut down. I've never been mad at you guys.
Okay.
But Logan, literally every couple of days, he comes up to me. He's like, "Can I have a hug? Are you mad at me?" I'm like, "No."
I just love a check-in, you know?
I'm just like, "What are you talking?"
See, I'm the
about?"
opposite. I run away.
She does.
Yeah.
I've been gone. I disappeared.
I just
I
need
was
to
like,
know
"Someone mad at me?
where,
I want to go.
because if there's a problem, like I would just assume or prefer, I mean,
If there was
address it.
if there was a genuine problem, I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know."
No, you're very direct. You always.
Yeah,
have been.
yeah. But no, no.
Dingle balls.
Not your little ball.
Anyways, what the fuck are we talking about?
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
was our?
Oh, imposter syndrome.
Oh.
you?
Mm,
Me,
I don't
Okay.
really
you're
No
so
worries.
flirty. Like you're so flirty and outgoing, and you're such like a sweet little like
flirty.
dainty like little lady. And I feel like when like I haven't seen you single, but I feel like you being single, you just be like, "Hi, hey."
Well,
Is this mostly about like?
it can be anything.
It could be it
Oh,
could be
okay.
about like
I think
career or
that you're
anything.
such an optimist
True.
that you just assume, as you should, that it's going to be fine and it's going to work out and that you're where you're supposed to be. That's the vibe that I get from you,
Mhm.
but I'll let you.
No, I
give your
fully,
take.
fully agree with that because I even like you guys know that I'm like a very much I don't want to say master of none. I like to try a bunch of hobbies.
You
I like
have
to
your
try-
hands all over
I
the
like
place.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, there we go. I'm a jack
Yeah.
of all trades.
Master of nuns.
Master of many.
I just love doing.
She said
I like-
nuns.
I like trying everything,
She's
and
the
I'm like,
opposite of a nun.
I don't think I've ever.
Little slut right here loves to get finger banged.
Oh my
Hey!
God.
Why are you always trying to slip that in?
I don't think nuns have vibrators to get
Wait,
stolen.
none. None.
I know. She said that you said
I
nuns.
thought you said nun. Like
Oh,
I was like, that's a crazy term to throw out.
I
there.
knew she said she meant none, but I thought you said she said nuns.
None.
whatever
Anyways,
you guys
None.
think it is.
None.
Next, go ahead.
I just think we should be able to try everything. And I think I said
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah, 100%.
You're just never going to know what you like and what you enjoy in your life if you don't. And you're not supposed to be the master of something, right? And so I
Right.
don't feel like I don't know, I'm doing anything wrong ever.
Yeah, I feel
Does that make sense?
I feel the same way with like career and like work
Yeah.
and like hobbies and stuff. Like I'm never afraid to try something new or to
Yeah.
go into a different career path, like starting this podcast for some. But for me, it's just like relationships or like talking to people.
Mm.
Like when I enter a room full of girls, I'd rather be dead. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to talk to anybody. Like I just feel like they would all hate me and never want to be friends with me. But like,
That's not true though. But I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever like feel like you couldn't live up to an ability, whether it's in a relationship or
I think it's like
career or anything?
I don't put that pressure on myself. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad
No,
thing.
that's a good thing.
But I never like have this expectation where I have to be the best at something, or if I mess up, then I'm not meant to be where I am
Yeah.
because it's my first time in life.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
supposed to try everything, and if I fail, then I know what to do for the next time.
I love that outlook.
Yeah. I wish
It's your first time here.
Mhm.
You're going through the motions
Mhm.
just like everybody else is.
Yeah, like I have a lot of grace for other people because I realize that, but I wish I had more grace for myself in that sense. Like
Yeah.
I always feel like I mean, I'm 23 years old. I have like so much time, but I always feel like I'm running out of time. But I always forget like it's my first time living life. I just feel like constant pressure
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. What do you
Do
get
you?
imposter
Logan?
syndrome?
Yeah, definitely.
With
I was thinking about it earlier because I really want to delve into the company that I want to start.
Mm.
And I just don't know where to begin with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed recently, and I think it's something, it's just along the same lines as if I let anger fester for too long, it like just blows out of me. I feel like I haven't been as creative as I feel like I could be for so long. It's just like starting to get to a point where if I don't do it now, I'm just going to be really disappointed in myself.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know how necessarily to begin. But that's what I was trying to do today after I finished like other stuff for work or my job now. It's just like really kind of like lay some sort of foundation down for it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just a mood board or like journaling and stuff like that, that kind of gets my thoughts out into one place. And I've been really bad about journaling lately, and I need to get better at it because I know how much it helps me.
Yeah.
But it's such an oversaturated market to be in that I don't want to do anything that doesn't feel super authentic to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to do it, I just like want to make sure it's extremely authentic to me and like it just makes sense.
Makes you feel fulfilled.
And it makes me feel fulfilled, but
Mhm.
that is the only thing that I can think of that would make me feel more creatively fulfilled and just like fulfilled in general, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than like my relationships. But I think I definitely get imposter syndrome when it comes to not thinking that I could do it. Even though I know I can,
Mm-hmm.
because other people have too, and they've had less connections than I've had.
Yeah.
And I have things and I have people in my life that I know would be willing to help and will be influential in the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very grateful for that. But I would be doing myself a disservice if I don't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to the point where I'm like, you need to just like fucking do it.
Yeah.
And not be such a bitch.
Yeah.
I would create a mood board. Like everybody knows
I started one.
my mood board behind my bed. It's been in a lot of our videos.
Mm-hmm.
On that, me and my assistant Sally, we sat down and we did that mood board for 2 days, and I did that back in like February or March
Mm-hmm.
of 2023, and one of the things on there was a podcast. Like I set that up for like 2023, and here we are. Like it's so powerful, and I just sat with every single photo and I was like, this is my intention for this photo, and then I like pinned it, laid it on, and then now it's just behind my bed. And like I think it's so important to put it somewhere like where your subconscious is gonna see it more than your conscious thought is gonna see it. Like it's above my bed, so like when I'm dreaming,
Mm-hmm.
like I look at it before I go to sleep, and then when I'm dreaming, I'm filling myself with those thoughts, and I think
Yeah.
that's important.
The last time I made a mood board was before I moved to LA, and it was basically centered around me having a move to Hollywood, California, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know at that point that I would be moving here because I moved here very kind of on a whim. It feels like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any plans of moving here, even a thought of moving here really,
Mm-hmm.
or that it would actually happen before it did. And then one of my best friends and her boyfriend at the time were just thinking about randomly moving to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, come on if you want to. And I was like, wait, honestly? So we made a trip out here. We were looking at places and we literally signed a lease. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm fucking doing it now.
That's wild.
And that was like a few months after I made the mood board. But I had no inkling whatsoever that would actually come to fruition.
We should do that going into
Yeah, we
the-
should make one
I'm down.
together and then
Yeah.
separately.
our
too.
own individual, because like the one above my bed, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna take all those photos off because those were all intentions for 2023, and I'm gonna have new intentions for 2024.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that, and then we should all do that. We should do it for
I'm so down.
like collectively as a group, because we have a lot of exciting things coming that are besides the
Mhm.
podcasts that we've been working on for a really long time.
Yeah.
We should do that for those specific things, and then we should also do it for like ourselves. It's so much fun.
Mhm.
Like I honestly, like when Sally and I sat down for like those 2 days and just did that mood board, I was like, I am now so excited
Yeah.
for my future. It's really so much
Yeah.
fun.
I think I need it. It's not
Yeah.
even a question anymore. I just have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. Before you leave? Or no? Probably not. When you get back.
Maybe. I mean, we can start it maybe.
Either.
We can like start putting things together, but actually putting it together
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
Like physically.
Cute.
So you want to draw an unhinged?
Well, I just drew
We're back.
imposter.
I know, but you said you wanted to draw an unhinged one, so you can do that if you want.
Oh no, you can draw.
Okay. All right, we're going to grab an unhinged question now.
I'm pretty when I cry.
Have you ever
No.
had an STD?
Yup.
I don't think I have. I had a close call.
Not that I know of.
I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but I had oral gonorrhea.
Oh yeah, you did talk about that.
But they have I don't know. Oh my god, did y'all hear my stomach?
Are you hungry?
I'm starving. They have pills now that you can take. It's like gay
Yeah.
birth control,
Yeah.
where you take it up to 72 hours after you have sex, and it prevents against chlamydia, gonorrhea, anything like that.
If you're not gay, can you take that?
Probably, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
I mean, it's not.
Is it only like only if you like? Is it prescribed or?
I guess so. I got it when I get tested regularly, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to be on PrEP? Do you want to be And then we have this other one that I guess it's kind of new that you can take up to 72 hours after you have like unprotected sex, and it prevents against these things.
Oh.
And it's like 98% effective.
That's nice.
Yeah. But I assume straight people can take it.
I mean, it's good, just prevention. It'd be
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's people get so weird about talking about STDs. I'm like,
Most people literally have.
Yeah, most
had
people
one.
have had. That's why I say, like, not that I know of, but I know an STD can live in your body like for like 8 years without showing any side effects. So I'm like,
What's like HPV? Don't most people have?
most
Yeah.
people have HPV.
a lot of
yeah.
kids get it from
Yeah.
like their parents, like sharing food, or like parents like kissing their
Kissing
baby.
them on the
Yeah.
lips. Yeah.
Well, and I have like I get fever blisters or cold sores or whatever people
Yeah.
call them, and that's like a form of herpes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I was born with that. So
Yeah.
when people say I have one, and we have like actually a ton of people get them. It's very common, and I always get very self-conscious when I have them because I feel like people just look at you like, oh my god, you have like the plague or whatever. Like stay away from me. But then
Not the plague.
I don't fucking know, but like people see it and they're like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Like I can't even.
But a lot of
like, I
people
would
have
never.
it and it just doesn't show side
Yeah.
effects.
But I get them when I'm very stressed or if I drink something that's like super sour
Mhm.
or way too hot and it gets on like my top lip. It's usually like on my lip. That's when that happens.
Oh my god, I did this TikTok last night or the other night, and it was like, you know that it's trending right now. It's like sticking out your tongue for the picture
Yeah.
song. I did that. Some guy commented, he's like, "Do you have herpes on your tongue?" I said,
What? What does that mean?
I just stuck out my tongue, and it was like,
Stick out your tongue now. What? Nothing's on your tongue. You have a little baby tongue.
I know my tongue can get really pointy.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You have a fat ass tongue. You have the fattest tongue. Oh my god, that looks like
I have a massive tongue. I
that
think
looks-
it actually might be too big for my mouth.
That looks like a lizard tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, censor that. We're censoring that.
Oh my god.
Imagine you just sit to my face when I do that.
Yeah, do another.
Wait, you pulled twice in a row.
Give it.
Little shit.
You want to read this one?
Yeah.
Go
Give
ahead.
it to me.
Oh my god. The kids are fighting.
You're ridiculous. What the fuck?
7.
Shut up.
That's my answer.
What?
Shut up.
What? I'm confused.
Give a ballpark number on how many times you have bought Plan B. Well, 0.
Imagine you bought it. I mean, you have slept with a girl, so right?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, barely.
Barely.
I'm pretty sure I like inserted it and then I was like, I can't do this.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm saving myself.
And I
you
still
bought
got scared she
Plan
was
B
pregnant.
7 times?
No, more like 5.
Isn't it
I
bad
started
to
having
take?
sex when I was 16. That's pretty good.
Isn't it bad to take more than once a year?
Yeah, it can
that true?
affect your chances of having children.
Oh,
Well,
I've taken it.
better safe than sorry.
yeah.
I think I've taken it 2, maybe 3 times. But I've been having sex since I was 15. But I've been in like really long-term relationships.
Yeah. So wait, do you Did you guys use protection at all, or did you just have birth control?
I was on birth control for a while, but like there was one point that like he wanted to see what it would feel like if he came inside me. And I was like, okay. And then he did. And I was like, just to be like 100% sure, I bought Plan B.
Do you think it's sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna just ask to that. You never like had him come inside you while you were on birth control?
No, yeah, I was on birth control.
But like
And
regularly, I mean, without taking Plan B.
No.
Same.
Do you? It's kind of.
Birth control is not 100% effective.
Yeah, I know. I think
You're just risking it.
No. There was a situation where like my partner was like, "Oh, my friend's girlfriend like lets him do it all the time, and she's on birth control. Nothing has ever happened." So I was like, "Oh,
wait. So
perfect."
is birth control is less effective than an IUD, correct?
If you're taking the pill, it's less effective than the IUD. But even with an IUD, you could still get pregnant. And a lot of people have gotten pregnant with an IUD, but their baby became stillborn.
Is the one where they insert it into your arm, is that considered an IUD as well?
No. I don't know what that one's called, but that's like, I would assume about the same as taking a pill.
My friend let me feel hers before. It was like
The
so
only thing,
weird.
because I had an IUD up until like this time last year. And the only thing I felt very confident about the IUD was that it was like a physical object in my uterus blocking something. But you can still, it's like this big. Like you can, and also it hurts like a bitch. I don't recommend getting it. It really throws off your hormones. And plus there's a physical object in your uterus that should not be Women should not be on birth control. Men can get vasectomies.
Yeah,
and then just have
they're
it fucking
reversible.
reversed.
Yeah, they're reversible.
If you really don't anyways.
I actually really agree. I agree.
Yeah, men can just get vasectomies. Like, why?
It does way more harm to a woman's body than it does to.
Have you guys seen the list of side effects for birth control? Suicidal, depression, acne, gaining weight, losing weight, stillbirths. Like, I could go on.
It's basically the same. It's different. It's not the same at all whatsoever. So I'm not comparing the two. But I remember when I started taking. I took one round of Accutane as a kid, or not a kid. I guess I was like in college, freshman year maybe. And I was like, fuck this. I'm over it. I got on Accutane. But when I did it, the list of side effects freaked me out and I almost didn't do it. And it was like suicide, depression, gaining weight, super dry skin, which thankfully is the only side effect I ever had. But I was like, this is gonna make me like kill myself.
Yeah, like, I mean, like a lot of women are depressed. Like I haven't been on birth control in over a year. Thank God. I was a completely different person when I was on birth control. Like, like even more.
No, that shit made me
moody, intense,
crazy.
And batshit crazy. I was affected over every little thing.
Same.
Like I was actually I was nuts.
That reminds me, because after I got off birth control, everyone knows that we met through acting. That's why I moved here. And after I got off birth control, I was like, wait, am I like not a good actor? I was literally just on birth control because I could cry on cue like that. I was like emotional about everything. Took everything so personally. Then when I got off, I was like, I can't feel anything.
Yeah.
At all.
It changes your sense of like, I got off birth control. This wasn't the only reason me and my like ex broke up, but like that's when like I got off birth control and like a week later I was like, I hate him. And I broke up with him. Like it changes your sense of smell, like who you're attracted to.
You're not the only one. I feel like I've heard a lot of
No, like I've seen so many TikToks of like women, they're on birth control, they fall in love, they get married, then all of a sudden like let's have a kid, they get off birth control and they realize they hate their partner. We're not supposed to be on it.
Yeah.
Like ever. There's also natural ways to like not get pregnant. You can only get pregnant within like a certain window of your phase.
My friend actually doesn't use birth control and she lets her partner inside of her.
Come, baby, come.
Yeah.
During that period with no birth control. And she doesn't take Plan B. And I'm like, oh, girl.
I know that's like scary, but
she's like, no, I just know my, she literally told me, no, I know my body.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, God.
I mean, yeah, you can only get pregnant within a certain window. I mean, it can be scary. Like, I would always recommend pulling out But like we're not supposed to be on it. That's why honestly, that's probably why like divorce rates have gone up. Like that's one of the reasons. Like women end up hating their husbands.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's my rant for that.
Yeah.
We hate you.
Oh, this is fucking boring, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Would you rather meet someone through mutual friends or a dating app? Me, mutual friends. I hate dating apps. I can't stand them. I can't be on Hinge. I can't do Tinder. I'm not allowed on Raya. They won't accept me. Still.
That's crazy.
But everyone I have ever dated, actually, I've met through Instagram DMs.
Ideally, I would meet somebody more naturally, like mutual friends, or like I always had this idea of like meeting somebody at a coffee shop, which would be cute.
Remember that guy that you gave that note to?
Yeah, whatever. I actually saw him today, and he like looked at me, and I was like, "Hey."
Did you go to M Street?
Yeah, I go there.
Were you
every
there
morning.
today?
Yeah, I go there every morning.
I literally passed M Street today, and I was like, how funny would it be if I went here and Logan was here? And I think I saw your car. Because you told me that you were going to Boy and the Bear. And that's literally why I didn't go
You
there.
lied to Amia?
No, I didn't. When did I say that?
You said that this morning.
No, I did
I
not.
had Sally go there to get me coffee.
I did not say that.
Anyways. Dating app or mutual friends?
Mutual friend.
Another one. I want something riveting. I want something that chills my bones. Guys. Stop.
What the fuck is that?
Stop. God. It's like I'm raising 2 kids, really. It is. If it's not riveting.
What were the top 3 things that make someone good at sex? Head.
Go, Logan. Head eats fucking pussy.
Ass.
What?
Like their ass
Like
has
they have
to
a
be.
big ass.
Oh.
That doesn't make them good at
Big
sex.
ass.
That's
No,
just
but
a
it makes
feature.
it makes it nice for me. Anyways,
Big ass.
great kisser.
Yeah.
And I want to say communication for some reason.
Like
'Cause I
dirty
feel like-
talk?
Well, all of the above.
Or just like, are you
Any
comfortable?
form of communication like that.
Hmm.
But sometimes I don't really love when somebody communicate. Like, don't ask me if you can do something while we're having sex and we're already in the thick of it. Just
Oh.
fucking do it.
I hate when they're like, are you okay? Is this
Yeah,
okay?
stupid.
Shut up and throw me around, you fucking bitch.
Oh. Yeah, I
I'd be
would
so
say
scared if you
timing is so important.
Remember
Remember we were talking about foreplay last podcast?
Yeah.
Like timing.
Timing's
don't do
good.
something like so long. Like just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intuitiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want them just also direction.
Yeah.
Yes, direction.
I want it to feel like a ballroom dance, you know?
What do you mean?
Like it's just when you're doing a dance, like they just spin you around and you just they know what to do.
Ballroom dance is crazy.
Yeah. I want to be twirling around in that bitch.
Mia's in
Spin me
there
around.
spinning.
Holding me up in the air.
You spin a lot. Like you always hold your purse over your head and you're like, I was like this today. And I'm like, what? You're like, I'm buzzing around.
You never make sense.
No, you don't.
You guys totally understand what I'm saying all the time.
Wait, I think we kind of get it, but like you just don't make sense.
I mean, you just say things out of like left field.
and then you go, and then you run off to your room.
I know you always do something really weird and you're like, hee hee, and then like scurry away. And I'm like,
You're like
I
a little
thought you guys-
fairy.
That's literally like a brotherly sisterly thing, right?
huh?
You know when you like
I'm an only
Frank-
child, bitch.
oh.
Are we not talking about sex?
We are talking about sex. I'm just saying when you prank you're talking about my hee-hees. I'm trying to tell you about my
You
hee-hees.
said
Good
brother,
God.
sister.
No.
What?
Direction. Timing.
A ballroom dance
And
for me.
sound. I just want to be dancing. That's it.
Choreography.
What if someone like was trying to have sex with you and then they just immediately started breakdancing? Hot or not? I'd be honestly like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Wait, they're trying to have sex with you, and then they just start breaking.
They start breakdancing. They're like in a vibe and like, I'm enjoying this music. Let me just get this out
Or
real
like,
quick.
let me catch this vibe really quick before we
Yeah.
have sex.
Yeah.
I'd be like, get out of my house.
No, I'd be like, okay, I kind of like fuck with your energy.
If they were,
Yeah, you'd probably bust out that
okay,
move.
honestly, it
Show
just
'em.
depends on who.
Show 'em
it
the
is.
And
move.
honestly, I'd be like,
No, my favorite one.
It's either gonna give me the ick or it's not, and it just depends on who you are. That would give me the ick, and I would leave.
I don't know. That could be fun. Like,
Okay. So, top 3. What was yours?
breakdance.
Choreography
Choreography
Ballroom.
during sex.
and ballroom dancing.
Throw me the fuck around. Eat me out. Touch. I think touch is very, on a more serious note, touch is very attractive to me. Like, you know, like the obsessiveness that you have with someone else. I think foreplay, very, very important.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't had it.
God.
And then not, like, I wouldn't say communication as in, like, is this okay? But communication in, like, talking. Not always just, like, super, like
before or during.
during. Like, not dirty talk, but, like, you know when it's fun, like, when you're, like, having sex with someone and then you guys kind of, like, do something silly and you just start laughing?
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
hot.
attractive.
Yeah. And you should be able to do that with somebody that you're sexually
Like,
compatible with.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
Are you having asthma attack?
No, I was gonna say that someone that we all know, he told Logan and I this after, but
After what?
What did he say? No, I know what you're saying.
no, I can't say names because I don't want them to know. But
Bleep it out.
okay. So remember when he was having like this girl was trying to have sex with him, and then he started like doing dinosaur noises and walking around with T-Rex arms. He started doing dinosaur noises and walking
I
around
would
with
love
T-Rex.
that.
Honestly, I'd be like, I'm so attracted to you.
Yeah.
Do you ever make Have you ever made your partners tuck their penises between their legs and walk around like a girl?
No. Logan's done. Logan leaves. Where are you going?
Everyone's done that. You're fucking lying.
I've had my partner just do the helicopter a bunch of times because I think it's fascinating how it can move like that.
Sally? No?
You're sick. You're sick in the head.
It's funny.
No, it actually would be probably really
So
funny.
you're allowed to have fucking dinosaur noises, but I can't make.
I didn't say shit. Don't come at me. I didn't say shit.
Have you ever watched somebody like tuck their penis?
You just like pull it under.
No, I think they like shove it in.
No,
Yeah.
it's just through the
I don't know
legs.
anything.
Like what? How do the drag queens do it? It's just and then they
through the
tape it.
legs. What do you mean?
Why did I think that they were literally like pushing it in?
Oh. Have you
I was
ever
like-
tried it?
No, because why would I do that? That would hurt.
I don't know, for funsies. Experiment. Yeah, that's how you transition. But I don't think you can just naturally do that.
Interesting.
That'd be crazy if you could just tuck your penis inside your body.
That'd be crazy.
Then
Just,
there
like,
would be
push it back out.
there would be no need for transition. They have a vagina already.
The more you know.
Why is this in here? I don't know why this is in here.
What does it say?
It says name a location on your body that you want your partner to lick.
Oh!
Why is this in here?
Um.
My vagina. My vajayjay. What am I gonna say? Like my fucking Achilles heel? Like what do you want from me? Fucking lick my fucking vagina.
I think
What do you want me to say?
I think that's the answer.
You? You're gonna say your dick.
No, his.
What are
butthole.
you gonna say? My eyeball. I want
Either
them
one
to-
of those.
Your vagina
No, you fucking freak.
or your Achilles
You
heel?
said dick. She said asshole.
Oh, I thought you meant the Achilles heel. That would be sexy though if you just started like tonguing my Achilles
Amia's
heel.
is gonna be her big toe.
Do you like your toes sucked? I feel like you would.
No, we talked about this. I don't like the wet feeling.
Like wet socks is awful.
Horrible.
Oh
But it's instantly cold after.
Yeah.
Logan, pick.
Sex, baby.
No, this is fun. Dare.
Okay.
Do your best impersonation of the person to your left.
Who are you asking?
Well, I'm gonna have to do you, and you're gonna have to do Amia.
Oh.
And Amia's gonna have to do me.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my
I've
god.
already done mine. Let me think.
What? Of me?
Yeah, kind of earlier.
Oh, my body position?
Kind of. Oh my god, I actually need to think. what's
I'll do mine. Nobody freaking talk to me.
No, Logan's is like, ah! You do that weird little scream.
No, Logan's just.
What the fuck? What? What?
Just for context, people who aren't watching the video, Logan started, or Mia started dry humping that.
What?
What does that even mean?
Logan fucking someone.
What's you fucking someone? This crazy spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get down on.
It's just like, I don't, it's like someone straddled the other side of me. It's just like, how would you, I can't even do it. It's too much for me. I know Amia's.
I feel like this would be Shy's. She's just like, and I walk in and she's like, I'm like, hi, good morning. She goes, morning.
It's that sounds pretty upbeat to me.
I feel like it's more like this. Say good morning, me.
Good morning.
I feel like it'd be better if I had green eyes because the eyes are just crazy.
You're
in
so
the
right.
She just the glare.
Oh,
But in the nicest way.
Also, she goes, I just have so much to do. I'm going to go to the gym. I need to go on a walk. And then I need to come back here, change really quick. And then I'm going to go back and go on another walk. And then I'm going to go into the gym for a little bit and maybe like lift some weights or something. And then I have a shoot at 12. And then I'm going to get my filler done at 1. And then maybe 2 o'clock, I think I'm going to try to go get a massage. And then 3 o'clock, I have Pilates. I have dance at 4.
Actually, I don't think she's ever given me the list of her to-do list.
There's literally something planned every second
Every
of the day.
minute.
Every hour there's
Like
something.
until 9 o'clock. And then she's like, I have to clean the house. I need to clean up the backyard. I'm like, just go the fuck to bed, bitch.
Somebody has to do these things.
I know. I'm just saying. You plan out every second of your day, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I think you exhaust yourself.
Well, I know. Trust me about it. Okay.
Do Logan's.
No, do Amia's.
Yeah,
to the left.
I did Logan's. I was like,
Get in my room. That's you.
Whenever I say that, it's a joke though. That's not me.
Well, when I get out of your room.
That's how I talk to you.
Huh?
anyways. Amia's is always like, good morning, queen. I'm going to go to the coffee shop real quick. I'll be back soon. Or, Hammy, you're stupid.
You're stupid. Get back in there.
Hammy, go to your room.
When he's already in there. Hammy, get out of the bed.
This is Shy's. Bad! Bad! Everybody bad!
That is her. Clover goes, facts.
Okay.
Well.
Should we do one more?
Yes.
I don't want to draw. Someone else.
Mia, draw. Yeah, reach for it.
Okay, last question of the season. What?
Make it a good one.
Are there any toys or props you like to use in bed?
Well, why don't you tell us about the ones you were stolen from you?
I don't know if you've ever explained this on the pod. I think you've only told this like personally, like Amia. Can I say this?
Yeah.
Amia she doesn't come from like penetration. She comes from either being eaten out or like a vibrator during sex.
Most women can't come from being penetrated.
I can.
Is that because the guy doesn't know how to penetrate you correctly?
I think it depends on where their G spot is. I think personally for me, I have an outer and an inner.
Oh, both.
Yeah, I've came from just single penetration and I've came from not penetration.
Actually, I want to look that up and just make sure.
Yeah, I'm actually curious.
Because I know it's like.
But do you?
It really depends on where the person's penis is hitting you.
Yeah.
I actually read this like paper recently that talks about like women's sex life, and I heard that like when you're with the love of your life, their penis will match your like vagina cavinal because it's like only so long and like
Cavinal? Canal?
Yeah, cavinal.
Cavinal.
I was saying cavity, but I was like, that's not right. Anyways, canal. Like the love of your life, men, like whoever it is, whether it's a woman or woman, men, whatever. If we're talking about strictly like men to men or men to women, like your love of your life, the penis will match your canal
Yeah.
perfectly because every girl's they have
Yeah.
different lengths and every penis is different, obviously.
I totally get that.
So like you should be able to come from penetration if you're a woman with the love of your life.
Yeah.
Because their penis will
everybody
match with you perfectly. Like everything will align perfectly.
I believe that actually.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of different articles that are saying a lot of different things. This says 80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex. But this one says that this one's from 2009. Don't know why it's the first one. Sex researchers say 27% of women don't climax during vaginal sex.
Well, I think that's just because men aren't very considerate to women.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Did you hear what I said though? What?
You weren't even listening?
You weren't even listening?
What?
I said that when I read an article.
It might just be two of us next season.
Oh.
Girl and gay.
I'm just kidding.
Girl and gay.
I would die before I let that happen.
You're gay.
You're gay?
The gays, they're trying to kill us.
You like girls and guys.
Slay.
Okay, fuck off. Like, what are we talking about?
Toys during sex.
Toys. Do you ever use a butt plug during sex?
I did when I was in a relationship.
Do you ever
Not like by myself.
like
no.
a dildo during sex?
No.
What are the other gay tools?
You have cock rings, you have fleshlights.
What are fleshlights?
Basically, like, what are they?
Is
like
it a flashlight?
Gel vaginas or like ass holes or something.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
You know.
They're like
Like-
gel vaginas.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure they have like gel assholes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mold of a vagina canal or a vaginal canal. Or
You use that?
I've never used
I
one.
thought only creepers use that. Creepers.
Shout out.
Well, I know your brothers, so makes sense.
Wait, do you use toys in bed?
When's the last time I've been in bed? No, I just have ever used a vibrator. And like I did that, there's like this thing where it goes on the guy's penis, but then also like when he's inside of you, it will touch your like clit.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
vibrates.
Yeah.
Is that like a vibrating cock ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like something of that sort.
Mhm.
I've done that before, but
Mhm.
honestly, meh.
Question: would you have they have those vibrating
I was literally just
like
about
a
to ask
remote
that.
The one?
The one that you put inside and then you go out in public and
Yeah.
Oh, that would
you
be
let-
fun.
let
Yeah.
somebody do
I would
that
let
to you?
him like control it. That would be fun.
Yeah, that's a good form of foreplay.
That would be so actually that is like a great like when you've been in a relationship for so long and you're like kind of not getting stale, but you're like, oof, like things are like not as exciting in the bedroom. Do that. Like have her put the like thing in her vagina and go out to dinner and have like remote control it. And every
Also-
time the waiter comes, turn it up to the highest level. So she has to be like,
Yeah.
zzz.
We've said this before, but fucking relationships are work. So if you're not willing to put in the work, then get out of it. But also, that's a form of work. Just
Mhm.
come up with some fun ideas.
Yeah,
And
that'd
make
be
it
so much
fresh
fun.
and like
Yeah.
new and like just have fun.
Oh, I want my future man to do that. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm at dinner and the waiter's like, so what kind of wine would you like with your dinner night? And I'm like
I want a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, but like
I'm like orgasm like Cabernet, please.
Are you joking? Imagine being the waiter. I'm just like trying to be the waiter. She's like, what?
That'd be so much fun.
They could get a strike, a health strike for that. Close the restaurant down. Your little snail trail.
No.
Ew.
No, it's only maybe if you're a natural squirter, don't do that.
Oh God.
But like, just if you're a regular person,
don't alienate our squirters out there.
squirters are a different breed.
Okay, well
They're
welcome.
alienated.
They're welcome as well.
I did not say that. Like, fuck squirters.
Sally squirts.
Sally
Just kidding.
Sally does the most.
Sally goes, what?
Sally is the most insane person in the bedroom I've ever like talked to.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a guy sit on your face. That's crazy. Maybe not crazy. Crazy.
That's not crazy. I think you would do that
You're
too if you,
gay,
you
babe.
love them.
What?
I would maybe like experiment like him bending over before he sits on my face.
Okay, married.
You're like, let me inspect.
I have a nose job. He's gonna break this shit.
Okay, listen, married to the love of your life. You're comfortable,
Like I said, I would have him bend over before I have him. It depends on how big of a boy he is.
but eventually,
if he can like squat and not put all of his weight on me, because like I
He's
said,
not just gonna sit his whole body weight on your face. He would crush your skull.
that's
Are
what
you
I'm saying.
are you actually joking?
I don't know what it's like.
No,
Logan.
you don't just you squat down. You're not just sitting your whole body weight on somebody's face. Do you know how uncomfortable that would be? That would be so rude and inconsiderate of you to do. The fact that you think that that is how that happens is wild.
What can I say? I'm fucking inexperienced. Virgin Mary over here. I don't know how it works. Maybe I'll find out one day and you guys would be the first to know. I'm sorry, I'm fucking a virgin. I'm sorry that I'm not a whore like you.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm not.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this.
Season one. I'm like
outside.
season 2.
Oh my god.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
Yes, whatever you're celebrating, if you're not celebrating, we wish the happiest of days to you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Two Girls, One Gay. That is a fucking wrap on season 1. We love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. And we will see you next year, baby.
See you then.
See you then. Bye.